Good?
Yeah.
All right. Now, folks, what you're looking at is not an act of nature. All of this started in Virginia, Remington, Virginia, a very historical British territory in America. Lord Dunmore was an ex-governor, a slave master. He made the British felt that the French and Napoleon was going to attack the Bahamas. So the British funded him to build the forts. But instead, he went into West Africa, mainly Ghana, taking 600 women, men, and children, bringing them here and enslaving them and forcing them to hand carve this out on it. And them to hand carve this out using no dynamites, no explosives, just cold chisel and hammer. Right now, this here is not a correctional facility, it is a bathroom. Alright? Now,
Sorry.
taking everything to the top to build the fort. It's 90 foot deep, 150 feet long, and 50 feet wide. Using no dynamites, no explosives, just cold chisel and hammer to build the forts. If you look at the forts around the island, they look like old steamroller ships. The reason being why, imagine, in the 1700s there was nothing out there. And if you are passing by boat and you saw those forts, you'll assume that this is sea and not land. An illusion the British used to protect their territory. Now, in case of an attack, which we in the Bahamas never got attacked, they missed us and ended up hitting Haiti, turning Haiti into a French territory. Now, in case of an attack, the governor and his family would go into the governor's mansion, coming through a tunnel that will bring them here to Fort Finn Castle, coming through the fort, coming out through that frame down there on the wall, making their way back to the pier where their boats would have been rigged and always waiting. Now, King William really didn't like how Lord Dunmore took in the Africans and enslaving them, so he wrote him a letter telling him, I funded you to build the forts, not to enslave anybody. But unfortunately, in the year 1837, he ended up dying. If you look here on the wall, you will see the chisel marks on the wall. These are the original chisel marks. The nails are here because they used to have souvenir stores here, but now they moved them to the top because with me giving you the history and them trying to sell you things, you won't comprehend or understand. Now, if you spin around for me, this tree here, it's over 200 years old. It grows from the top coming down, finding its way to the dirt. It soars into the rock like a sewing machine. It's called a banyan tree. In Africa, they say you cannot cut it, you cannot touch it, it's sacred. They say because when Moses those made sacrifices for the Lord, they built the altars underneath those trees. Now, like I said, in case of an attack, the governor and his family would go into the governor's mansion, coming through a tunnel that will bring them here to Fort Finn Castle, coming through the fort, coming out through that frame down there on the wall, making their way back to the pier where their boats would have been rigged and waiting. Now, King William really didn't like how Lord Dunmore took in the Africans and enslaving them, so he wrote him a letter telling him, I funded you to build the forts, not to enslave anybody. But unfortunately, in the year 1837, he ended up dying. But his niece, Queen Victoria, being 17 at the time, and the longest monarch to ever sit on the throne, other than her great-great-granddaughter, Queen Elizabeth II, who sat it for 70 years before she passed away last year, September. She, Victoria, knew what her uncle would have wanted. So in the year 1838, on the 2nd of August, on her 18th birthday, she abolished slavery in all British territory. America was 1868, and we in the Bahamas celebrate Emancipation Day every first Monday in August. Now, the slaves didn't want to come back into this, not because they didn't appreciate her, but because many of those women, men, and children never made it out. And each time a slave would die, they'll take a piece of flowers or tree leaf, put it in the stitches to the bottom to decorate the canyon in memory of those that have passed away. Now, the descendants, appreciating her for her kindness and what she would have done within 1 year, they wanted to do something special. They didn't just want to put up a statue like the one in Parliament Square for her kindness. They wanted to do something that nature could not destroy. So in the year 1901, when Queen Victoria died, those same descendants of the slave came back here to this canyon using the same chisel and hammers, being free women and men, knowing that you carve stairs from the top coming down. But no, they wanted to carve these stairs from the bottom going up. When they reached the 64, they realized they couldn't get out of the canyon because they got mathematically challenged with the average. So they said, don't worry, be happy, and added 2 more stairs, making it 66, so they could walk themselves out of the depths of slavery back out into freedom. That's how that got the name, the Queen's Staircase. We the locals call it the 66 step. Each stairs represents the year that Queen Victoria ruled, except for the additional 2. This year tree is a younger tree to the big one. Big one started out just like this. Now, anyone want a picture of this backdrop holding the Bahamas flag? The backdrop of the stairs holding the Bahamas flag.